Good morning, everybody. Thumpr Fishing. Today is May 10th, 2024. And today, I did not want to get up. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm leaving a little bit later than I had originally planned. Right when I was about to leave, I noticed my blood sugar was a little low, so I had to take care of that. All right, but now we're good to go, and I went to bed and the forecast said the wind was coming from the north. So I kind of planned my trip accordingly, but in typical Florida fashion, I wake up this morning and now it says the wind's coming from like the complete different direction. But it seems like it's going to be pretty much windy wherever you go today, so we're going to kind of keep it closer. I did want to go explore a bridge that someone recommended to me that looks pretty fishy. It's a little bit further, so we might have to plan that for another trip. But today, I'm going to see if I've learned anything, and I'm going to see if maybe I can target snook and see if we can't get our first one. You know, I've had people tell me, man, they are so good, and there's only a certain time that you can catch them, and there's a certain slot size. Here, I believe it's 28. It's got to be at least 28 inches and no bigger than 32 inches for you to keep. And it's got the rest of this month and then it closes. So we're going to try and do that. We're going to try and get on some today. I'm thinking we'll do the Port Canaveral. We'll probably go fish the jetties. And we'll stop at the bait shop. I called the day before, last night. They said they should have some croakers in. So that should be some good snook candy. And we have not actually fished live croakers before, but I have heard good things. So that should be exciting. Anyway, as usual, keep this intro short and sweet. I'll do my jibber jabber and updates and all that kind of stuff towards the end. So let's get after it. Like I said, it's 5:55 and it's 71 degrees out. So it is going to get hot quick. Today's going to be the hottest day of the year. I think it's going to hit like 96 is what they're talking about. I don't know, probably close to that here at the port. So it's going to get hot quick and it's going to get windy quick. So I'm not sure how long we'll stay out there. I was half tempted to stay in bed and just wait for a better day. But, well, you know, I want to try and get after it. Sometimes you got to just get after it. So, especially after my last fishing trip where I didn't catch nothing but puffers, I need a little redemption tour, and Port Canaveral is usually where you make that happen. So, can we get on the snook? Or can we get something to bring home to eat this weekend? Let's find out. Trying to shoot across as fast as I can here. Look at all those cruise ships in here. There's like, well, there's some way back there too, but looks like there's a couple boats over where I want to go. So maybe we'll just work it on the way there. I won't lie, sometimes you take a kayak out in the port of the ocean with all the big boats and all the waves. It can be a little intimidating. It definitely can be. Looks like those clouds are burning off real quick. It's gonna get hot. It's supposed to be like the hottest day of the year so far. So hopefully we can get out here, catch a couple fish, and take off. I did bring my kill bag with some ice. Usually when I do that, that means I don't catch nothing. Let's see if I can break that little curse. Some decent sized swells coming through here. All right, well, it's probably a good time now. We'll start dropping. So we got little croakers. They're like pretty small croakers, like 3 inches. But I was thinking maybe we could troll one until we get to where we want to go. All right, let's grab one. Donated a croaker to the sea. That's good luck. You gotta let one go. Oh, geez. All right, let's not lose another one. Just like that. About 30 feet of water right here, and then you have the rocks right here. The rocks is where usually, you know, a lot of fish like to chill. We're gonna try and head that way, but we're gonna troll our little thing, or our croaker, all the way over there. Well, the swells are picking up once you get outside that port. Let's check our little guy real quick. Pretty gnarly in a kayak. I don't think I'm going to go out too much further. Oh, we got something. Oh no. Got a croaker. He got. Ooh. Definitely testing out my sea legs today, everybody. Space Coast could you be fishing and a Falcon 9 SpaceX rocket comes rolling on by that has been up in space. When my wife comes home all black and soot, that's where it's from. Crazy that thing goes up there, comes back down, lands on this drone pad, and then gets fixed back up and sent back out. Can I get a ride? Got some fish moving in here too. Some fish over here away from the crowd. I just cannot stay in one spot, you know, so I don't want to compete with the boats. I'm like a speed bump. We're marking some stuff right here. Seems like they're a little deeper. Well, whatever these are. It's about 25 feet deep right here. And most of the marks I'm getting, pretty decent size, are about 20 feet. pretty rough. I might need to go in soon. My tummy's not feeling the best, but this is what keeps happening. My guess is bluefish. Look at that. Whatever it is, hopefully I can catch it. But my guess is a smaller bluefish that's rolling on through. That's happened to me 3 times now. I thought I had something, the line screams and eats half of it. Whatever it is, it's got teeth. See, everybody else is chilling with their trolling motors, their spot locks, and I have been paddling, keeping in one spot for what, 2.5, almost 3 hours now. So my legs are getting shaky, so I think I might need to save some energy to go in. But hey, at least we know the Outback, the Hobie Outback can handle. Ooh yeah, I'm getting like cramps. I guess I didn't eat my Wheaties this morning. Feeling it. I'm pedaling and I'm barely moving. I guess today's leg day. Stop pedaling for like 2 seconds. What? You can just see how much I'm drifting. Oh, hang on, I gotta move here. Go more 5 seconds without pedaling, or I'm gonna lose the spot. I don't know how much longer I can. My legs are burning. Swells, you name it. I gotta head back. Weather's just turning. The only reason why. Quite slow. I saw a couple of fish caught. Going against the wind right now. It is not easy. That's the thing about the ocean, it turns quick. Got cramps.
take a breather here in a second, which sucks because then it's gonna push me back where I came from. Come on, baby, I can push it. Push it, push it. At least once we start getting in this port a little bit, it should be a little easier. But what the downfall is, what was helping us there was the swells coming in. The wind's coming this way. So once I get in the port, you'd think it's easier, but now I don't have the swells pushing me as much. But I definitely have that wind. See, and the wind's creating waves coming this way. And if I don't get in now, I don't know if I could, if it keeps picking up like this.
So if I would have squeezed in on the guys and fished around everybody where the jetties were, I probably could have got on some fish. I was eavesdropping a little bit. It sounds like there was a bunch of, there's a little area right there and the fish were holding in a certain area. So a lot of the guys were, pretty much on top of each other, just kind of rotating in and out as they catch fish. They all have trolling motors, or, I've seen some guys kayak fish that area and they've got the little trolling motors and they got spot lock and all that kind of stuff, or at least a trolling motor to help try and keep them in position. Me, I would have if the conditions were right, but I literally, since I started this morning till I left, I was at a constant pedal, because the current, the wind, the swells, I was drifting fast. I was trying to free line that croaker, and it was drifting that pretty good too. So I ended up having to add a split shot on there just to kind of get it down in time to where I wanted it. And we did get like 2 really good runs, and I lost it. And then, of course, I've had maybe 4 or 5 what I think is bluefish just chomp the whole body of the fish off, just leave me the head. So we got close. But, like I said, if I would have squeezed in on those guys and at least tried to get in there. But I'm, in a kayak especially, and bigger boats and all that kind of stuff, I just knew I'd be drifting all over the place, and it'd be, a struggle. And I'm out there to enjoy myself, not stress about, where I'm at. So I kind of fished the outskirts of where they were all fishing. And, there was, those fish, they hold there, but they're still going to move to and from. So, and that's where I was waiting on. And I did see some on my fish finder, going to and from. We just couldn't get them to bite. We did the 2 times, but, unfortunately we just couldn't get them hooked. And, I think the thing that I need to learn and I need to get better on is I'm stubborn. I am so stubborn. So when the fishing is not that great, or the conditions isn't that great in a certain spot, you really should move or go explore, see if you can't find a better spot. My stubborn butt will just sit there and just fish it and fish it, I brought 2 other rods. I brought one with a shrimp that I could have jigged. I could have turned around and tried to go to the flats, maybe try and get some pompano or something along those lines, but that didn't even cross my mind. I was just dead set. I want to try and get a snook or a redfish here on those jetties, because I've seen some big ones get caught out of there. And, sometimes that's just not going to happen. It probably could have, but with the conditions today and me being in a kayak, it just wasn't going to happen. And I should have acknowledged that and moved. So that's a lesson today that I am going to try and change up a little bit. I need to stop being so stubborn. I need to move a little bit. I probably could have paddled into the locks a little bit and maybe been a little bit more protected from the wind or the swells. At least eliminate one of those to make it a little easier. And I know I could have beat the skunk, but I was just stubborn and I was just sticking to it. So apologies I didn't get on the fish. You know, usually if I take the kayak out, it's like I at least guarantee to at least catch something, right? But these last 2 times I've taken the kayak out, it just wasn't happening. So the way I look at it is it just means I have a pretty good epic kayaking trip to come, you know, because not every day you're gonna, you know, you're gonna get skunked like that. You're gonna have a good day. So I figure, hey, the more I have days like this, that just means that I have a good one coming. So I stayed out there, I kept working it, and yeah, my legs started getting a little shaky. My tummy wasn't feeling it great. I don't know if it, you know, was just the swells or whatnot, but I just wasn't feeling the best either. So we headed back in, and I figured, you know what, I'm gonna reward myself for sticking it out and at least going out there this morning and trying my best. And there's at the boat ramp here in Port Canaveral, if you go to the main boat ramp, which is you know how if you're going to Jetty Park, you make a left and you can get to the boat ramp, and they have a bait and tackle shop over there called Water's Edge, but they also have a cafe. Well, when I was out there fishing, I could smell all those restaurants, and I couldn't catch the fish to eat when I get home. I told you, if I bring the cooler with me and ice, that's when I don't catch nothing to put in it. If I don't, then I'll catch something to put in it. So go figure, I brought my cooler, I brought my ice, and I didn't catch anything to put in it. So I went to the cafe after I loaded up the kayak, and I got me and the wife some mahi sandwiches. So I'm going home, we'll wash up the gear, and we'll have some nice fresh mahi sandwiches. So the car smells delicious right now. Oh, I want to eat it. I want to eat it now. But yeah, I gotta make sure I clean up my stuff and get that gear cleaned up. So overall, I get most people probably be super bummed, but you know, I'm just glad that I got out. Like I said, I got up this morning, saw the weather change, and I knew it wasn't going to be the best. And I contemplated just getting up that early and going through all the trouble and all the gear and all that stuff just to go out there and deal with it. But I decided that I would do it anyway. So I'm glad I did. And you know what? We may have not caught any fish today, but I think I did learn a little bit more. Every trip you go, you're going to learn more. And I got leg day in. So I've been trying to stay a little bit healthier. I've been trying to do a little bit more working out and activity. That's my leg day, because I know for a fact I'm going to be sore tomorrow. So anyway, everybody, I really wish I could have got on some fish today. Really wish I could have. I was trying to make this like a redemption tour. It worked the last 2 times I needed some redemption. But unfortunately today, just like the other day, no bueno for me. So anyway, everybody, thanks for watching. I'll be sure to really get after it next week. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I got some good fishing coming, because not every day you can get skunked that bad. So okay, was there anything else I was gonna say? I can't remember. Like I said, this is why I put my rants and raves towards the end, because oh, the other thing, I do have my spot locked. I am enrolled in the Rack Foundation, or the Rack Fishing Tournament. That's going to be in Clearwater, Florida. So stay tuned for that. Me and the wife decided that, or the wife and I don't know how the wife and I, we decided to turn it into like maybe a little vacation kind of thing, you know, for us to get away. We don't go out and do too much. I mean, we have a lot more since we've been here in Florida, but never been to the Gulf, never been to the west side of Florida, never been to Clearwater, Miami, Tarpon Spring, never been to those areas. Obviously, I've seen videos, I've watched it, I know, I'm aware of it, I've always wanted to go there. So I figure, hey, she goes with me, we can do the kayak tournament and then stay an extra day. So we got ourselves a nice little hotel on the beach in Clearwater. There's going to be some epic fishing content. I don't know if I'm going to catch anything, because I've for one, you know, I've only caught a handful of redfish. I'm still new to the game, but I've never fished that area. So we'll see how we do, but more so, it's just gonna be fun to get out there. The tournament goes to a good cause, veterans, first responders. I'm always down to do that. I'm sure we're gonna meet a lot of cool and new people, and of course, get some more experience under my belt. And I'm gonna be able to explore Clearwater and all that area. So I do plan on bringing all my filming equipment. I do plan on doing my vlog style videos as well as the tournament video. So stay tuned for that. And that also, that's why I also like to bring it up. If any of you that watch my channel are in the Tampa, Clearwater area, and you want to meet up or whatever, just shoot me a message. And if I could manage it, I would love to meet you. So that's where I'll be, the 17th, 18th, and possibly the half the day on the 19th. So stay tuned for that. We did see a SpaceX rocket come through. That was really cool. Saw a couple sea turtles. I mean, anytime on the water's a win in my book. So thanks for watching, everybody. I will catch you in the next one. Tight lines. Peace.